The alleged mastermind of 9/11 finally has a trial date. Nearly 3,000 people were killed, and more than 2 decades later, no jury has heard the case. Now, a military judge says that courtroom opens in June 2028 at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Will the evidence the government calls crucial even be allowed, and will the death penalty still be on the table when it does? That number is the anchor for everything that follows. Nearly 3,000 people were killed in the September 11 attacks, described in one account as nearly 3,000 Americans. As of late August 2026, the new trial date lands about 2 weeks before the 25th anniversary. The order restarts the most delayed prosecution in modern American history. A military judge set June 2028 for Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, described as the alleged chief conspirator and mastermind, and 3 other alleged accomplices and co-conspirators. The trial will not be in federal court. It will be in the military commission system, a separate structure created for Guantanamo detainees, with different rules for evidence, jury, and death penalty decisions. All 4 men are scheduled together there. The record does not detail the names or specific charges for the 3 others. The path explains why June 2028 is nearly 27 years after the attacks and more than 25 years after the capture. Mohammed was seized in Pakistan in 2003, waterboarded in CIA custody, and transferred to Guantanamo in 2006. One description counts him as held at Guantanamo for 20 years, a figure that aligns with the late August 2026 vantage point alongside the 2006 transfer date. A trial date set in 2021 was later canceled when the judge retired and pandemic travel restrictions blocked proceedings. The central fight will decide what any jury hears. Prosecutors say Mohammed's statements to the FBI are crucial evidence. The defense says those statements were tainted by torture in CIA custody, including waterboarding, and cannot be admitted. Whether an FBI interview can be separated from what happened earlier in CIA custody is unresolved, and it determines whether the government can sustain a capital case. The death penalty question turns on 2 figures. Mohammed remains the alleged mastermind. In 2024, the government agreed he could plead guilty for a life sentence rather than risk the death penalty and be spared execution. 2 days later, then Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin rejected that agreement, also described as revoked a few years ago, leaving the death penalty on the table and forcing the admissibility fight back to litigation. Time is now fixed, but longer than the government wanted. The June 2028 setting is about 18 months later than prosecutors had hoped, extending by a year and a half the wait for families for testimony, cross-examination, and verdict. COVID-19 is cited as a factor contributing to delays, with no additional cause specified beyond that, and the earlier retirement and travel restrictions. The open question from the start now has its answer in parts. What is known? A date, a place, a system, and a capital prosecution. What remains unknown is whether the disputed statements will be admitted, whether a new plea replaces the 2024 deal rejected 2 days later, who exactly the 3 other alleged co-conspirators are, what exact day in June 2028 proceedings begin, and how commission rules will govern evidence, jury, and the death penalty decision at an isolated naval base that already saw a cancellation for a judge's retirement and pandemic limits. Like and follow for more stories that matter.